Hey, everybody, welcome back to the 10th floor. It's me, Matt.
Hi, everybody. It's Kat. Good morning.
Hey, get out of there. Get out of there in the waiting room. It's cramped in there. Chandra, Mary, Kelly. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, get out of the waiting room. The elevator doors are open. Pile on in. There's plenty of room for everybody. Because big stuff, Frisco's gone, okay? There's no Frisco. Frisco's no more. Removed unceremoniously from the WSB. Willow is dying, mother. Michael feels guilty. Liesel holds the cure to it all. Both stories held in Liesel Obrecht's hands.
Pretty much, huh?
And explosions in Greenland leave the fate of some characters in question.
Somewhere in Greenland.
All this and more on the 10th floor, folks. I read somewhere that they needed to be like really grabbing in the intro. You know? We do a lot of lolly-das in the beginning. But for those fresh faces, those new listeners, those new watchers, I gotta hook them in and be like, listen to all of this intense General Hospital drama that we're gonna get into this week. Hey, Lee, did you get your mug?
Yeah, Lee, did you get
it? Kelly got her mug and her moss ball. Actually, Kelly told me that her son nearly threw away the moss ball thinking it was packaging, but nope, caught it the last second.
He'd been in trouble, huh? That's funny to me.
Chandra says you're looking extra cute today, Mama.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You know, I every once in a while I don't flat iron my hair, trying to not burn the heck out of it.
Because it's naturally all twisty like that, right?
Yeah, and I got some natural curl in my hair.
A little product to enhance it. Makes a beautiful.
Yeah, I put a little a little curl boosty crap in it.
Yeah. See, Lee goes, oh, is that a moss ball? I thought it was just filler. Yeah, it comes with your own mossy ball. If you buy enough mugs, you can create a display on your kitchen counter and just be right like Carly's house.
See that was a mossy ball? Lee?
Kelly says it rolled across the floor. as it was intended to do. That's exactly what we want. This is week 2 of my 37th year, and week 2 of broadcasting with this arm, and I gotta say, I still love it so much.
Yeah,
I feel so comfortable. I feel like I'm on the radio.
Good.
Lee, is it like this when you're doing your shows?
Yeah, Lee the DJ.
Lee the DJ with multitude of shows. Put your links in the chat, Lee. Let everybody know where they can find you.
Yeah,
anyway, GH General Hospital. 60th anniversary explodes this week. I guess we'll call it the climax.
Well, I don't know if it's a climax. It's close.
No, I guess we'll see if Victor, pulls himself out of fiery wreckage on Monday, then I guess we're going to continue on. But if he doesn't.
Yeah. Man. I'm hoping somehow Spencer's not on it anymore.
So I guess we can do one of two things. Either we do the, is Spencer dead? We have to go find him type of deal. I guess we're going to do that anyway. And then that's the story. Or we find out that Spencer and Victor are both alive and buried under some rubble or something for some huge big fist fight, some sort of fisticuffs blowout.
And one little Ace.
Well, Ace was in Trina's hands.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Ace, poor Ace with no jacket.
Back to the haunted star by himself.
No jacket, no hat.
Yeah.
Snowy tundra, Greenland. Not even a red face. Kelly says Charles already said he was done on GH. For sure, done on GH. But we don't know what his last scene was, unless he said, "All right, folks, thanks very much. That explosion was the last scene." Which I don't know. I wasn't there for that. Oh goodness gracious! Oh man, excitement.
It was exciting. I really loved it. I really loved it. I especially loved Thursday.
Mm-hmm. You especially love Thursday.
Yes.
Well, because of Helena.
Because of Helena.
All right.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Because of all of it.
Ace was almost as tall as Trina. Oh, Kelly's gonna be right back. So let's stall. Let's stall until she's back. Ace slept through the explosion. Ace can sleep through anything. Ace is already an expert napper.
Ace is an expert napper. In fact, the last scene with Trina, when he was sleeping.
Yeah. Aww.
Yeah, Ace was sleeping. And the couple of scenes before that, he just couldn't stop watching that boom, looking at that boom, and
Boom
looking
is
at
the
the
most
light.
interesting thing on set for any baby. We know this.
Yeah, he was
Every
really looking
child.
up at all that stuff.
Oh wow! Look at all those lighting rigs and booms and cables. And is that a person? Oh goodness, we'll get into it, Lee. Don't worry. As a matter of fact, I'll make a note. But we can't just jump right into that, Lee.
No.
It's one of the most non-TV dramatic things that I've had. Well, I mean, it's TV. He said he's going to miss the old Christina. We'll get into the Lexi Ainworth.
We sure will. We sure will.
But we gotta talk about plot first. We gotta talk about Kelly. We gotta help Kelly be happy with the show as we exclusively talk about General Hospital. I'm sorry that your video is messing up today, Kelly. It seems to be exclusive to you. Hey, Jeannie.
I don't see nothing glitchy yet.
I mean, everything seems to be okay on our end. YouTube is telling me we have an excellent connection. I'm sorry that you're running into issues, Kelly. Anyway, folks. My goodness.
Maybe, Kelly, maybe you should jump out and jump back in.
Yeah, that's what people are saying. I don't know. Figure it out. Some sort of glitchy internet over in Canada. You know what? I didn't adjust this at all. Well, my goodness.
Perhaps the weather machine is affecting Canada.
It's even more cold than usual. Oh my goodness. To start off the show, Ma, I forgot to readjust our size. We were so itty bitty.
Oh.
And now everybody can see just how cute you are today.
You're funny.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, Kelly got Victor's virus. Got Victor's computer virus. Being hooked up to the old network. Laura and Curtis walking around these ancient labs, hooked up to an old-timey weather machine, has reached out into the intranet, not the internet, but the intranet, to poison Kelly's computer. But that's all right. Laura has the answer.
Laura does,
but it's not 2 words this time.
Doesn't she?
It's not just the password, Ice Princess. It's the entire formula for the weather machine.
And she remembers it. It was etched in her brain in 1981.
Seared into his brain. I guess into her brain. Seared into her brain. The young, fresh-faced Laura Vining.
I think she was a Spencer by then.
Who's Spencer by then? Laura Spencer.
Well, should we talk about the island right away, or should we talk about some more stuff in Port Charles first?
I see. Oh, Kelly's issue was the fact that I didn't resize the screen.
Oh, okay. Well, now
Sorry,
it's okay. Okay.
Hey, Jacarius. Jeannie Francis has a photographic memory in real life. It was cool they added that in, says Chandra.
Oh,
I didn't know that. See, we gotta get Jeannie Francis on the show.
Well, gee, then all those crazy amounts of scripts over the years and all the pages and pages has probably been for her.
Yeah. I wonder how much of everything that she's done over the last 40 years is like yesterday.
Oh, I wonder if she remembers plot.
No wonder she doesn't do a lot of public appearances and stuff. It must be overwhelming to have the answer to everything.
Speaking of public appearances, you guys.
Oh?
Speaking of public appearances, did you know that the Graceland General Hospital convention has been announced?
Oh my goodness. They've got dates set. The announcement has been made.
I believe it's October 28 and 29.
Ooh, my goodness.
Almost exactly the dates it was last year.
I know somebody's birthday is October 28th. That would present a challenge.
Really? Oh, Lord. Okay.
We'll see. How convenient that she remembered the formula.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was seared into her brain, and it's nice that I guess this has never come up again, ever since Robert was like, oh no, somebody might want to kill you, might want to scoop out your brains with, oh, I'm sorry, I turned into Victor. Somebody might want to scoop out your brain with an ice cream scoop and get this formula, Laura. This is a bad thing. And I guess we've never touched it. And if we have, let me know, chat. So it's cool. It's cool to put to bed something or to use something that might have been forgotten over the years of Laura knowing this formula. And that's what she needed to turn off the computer and make sure that Port Charles's weird May snowstorm goes away.
Yeah. I loved it.
And you know what I love too? All right. You know how we went to the convention last year and Donnell Turner was there and he was talking about his time on the show and getting on the show and his aspirations for the character of Curtis, which was to be the Black Luke.
Yeah.
His words, he said, I want what I wanted when I came out of General Hospital was eventually to become the Black Luke. Now, you people in the chat and, in comments later on, it got so dark in here. Let me know if you think that he has achieved this status, but I don't think that it's difficult to argue, is what I'm saying. Having all of those scenes with Laura on an adventure against the Cassidines, saving your family, how can you not be seen as some sort of Luke-esque character at this point, right? He owns a club.
I didn't. Well, yeah, I guess so. Huh? I didn't think about it very much. It didn't occur to me he's a Black Luke. But yeah.
Yeah, right.
But
oh,
early character wise.
Early character wise. Chandra says he's not at that level, but she did like saying him a genie.
I agree. I agree. He's not, because for one thing, he's nicer than Luke. He's actually a better person than Luke. He's a better person than Luke. He's a badass like Luke, though. And yeah, and he's, just older too. I don't know. Yeah, he's Luke-like,
Luke-esque.
But he's Luke-esque, but
he's Luke-esque. He's almost Luke. I just can't get this light balanced. This is awful.
Well, this is better what you just did.
I know, but I feel so pale. Maybe it's just my monitor that really washes me out more than what the actual broadcast is.
Do you ever watch our broadcast? Do you ever turn it on?
Yeah, sometimes. I don't know, whatever. You guys tell me. You let me know. There's very little I can do while I'm broadcasting live. Anyway, lots of distractions this morning. Sorry, everybody. So, Luke Light, not quite there, but if it continues on, then at some point, yes. Right? I don't know. It was cool seeing him there. So determined to save Trina to the point where he's like, get out. And she's like, well, what about Spencer? And he's like, ugh. Oh, yeah. I got to save him too.
I love that she gave him a big hug.
Yeah.
I love that she gave him a big hug. Almost said, but I just found out you're my dad. Almost said it, but she didn't.
Yeah.
But I really loved that she gave him a big hug. And I think when they do get back home, she's going to change her mind she's going to want a DNA test.
Yeah.
I think when they get home, she's going to want a DNA test.
Yeah. She'll want to know. I mean, you put your life on the line. I had all these feelings come up on the Haunted Star that I didn't expect to have. I don't want you to die. I almost called you my dad after all. Hey, Curtis. I know. Get out of here. Just action hero galore. That's a Harrison Ford moment.
Yeah, he was a badass. All of them were.
They all were.
And Anna can sure fight for a little bitty thing.
And Anna's got it going on. There's something about Holly that just feels so animated to me. She feels a little cartoony almost. That's just me.
Agree. I agree.
You agree? Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, just the way that she holds the gun. She's like, oh, stop like that. It's kind of Police Academy. That's just me, though. Spencer is not a badass. Here we go. Daisy once again coming in with with just the Spencer disagreement. I'm not going to call it hate.
Oh, I don't know. I thought he was pretty cool. I thought he was pretty good, especially when he bounced Uncle Victor's gourd off the bar top.
With one arm, too.
Yeah.
He just
spun him around and bam.
Well, I'm glad I didn't kill you, but I don't know if
You
that's
know,
a
I
good
like
thing.
me some violence on General Hospital.
I know you do, and you got plenty of it this week. You got and well choreographed violence as well. You remember when Julian was on the run and Jason and Sonny had the shootout in the subway?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like behind a pillar, pop, behind a pillar, pop, got him behind a pillar, and it was just like really not engaging fight choreography. We got the opposite of that this time. There was punches, there was throws, there were guns, there was hitting people's head against bars.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Spencer did a John Wick move on Victor says day.
I've seen any of those John Wick movies.
Gracious. Hey, Irma. Sabrina was not needed in the storyline, says Daisy just comes in here always to just be like, boo, Sabrina, get out of here, Sabrina. Ah, team Jex or whatever. I don't know.
Well, I sure hope that Spencer's not on that haunted star anymore, or somehow, I don't know. He must survive.
Of course he's going to survive. He's going to be okay. You just, a little singed. He's going to have some ash put on his forehead or something. Be like, I appreciated the realism that Nicholas Chavez brought to it. I believed him a lot more as Spencer this week than I have over the last couple of weeks. The grandiose performance that he was bringing into Spencer has been pulled back.
I think he was like really digging it. I think he's really feeling it.
Yeah. It was good. It was enjoyable. Sorry to take Daisy's the opposite of Daisy's opinion, but
well, Daisy already knows that we have an opposite opinion of that. She already knows it. It's okay. We all have something to bring to the table. You don't have to agree.
Herman says there was lots of hokey shenanigans.
It was. You guys, I know not everybody was alive necessarily, even in 1981 yet. But some of us did actually see that stuff live, the whole Ice Princess debacle.
Yeah. And
it was hokey action back then.
Just like it is right now.
Just like it is right now.
It really does feel like, 1960s Bond movie, We're a shaken, not stirred poker game away from calling myself Cassadine, Spencer Cassadine.
Especially all that old computer crap they got in there. Big old clunky stuff.
The old thing that sounded like a dot matrix printer, or maybe like the first generation modem.
Yes.
And that was the exact sound effect from way back when, right? Chandra said she was 11 in 81 and saw it live in that summer.
Yeah. I did too. I was 20.
20. See, I was going to say 21. Daisy liked the original better, but you know what? People are going to like the original better, probably. If they'd seen the original, they're likely to like it. It's like watching a reboot. It's like watching if they did the first Ghostbusters in its entirety with a whole new cast and didn't have Bill Murray and all of them in it. There's going to be many people out there going, why'd they even bother? This was bad. The first one was way better. Yada, yada, yada. It's what happens. But what we got was like a true like reboot, re-story sort of in the soap world. And that's fun. That's fun. Legacy requel.
And I love that they had a little flashback scene of Robert. And I tell you,
big hair Robert.
Tristan looked, of course, he's recognizable. Yeah. You see it, you recognize him.
That's the same man.
Boy, he don't look the same at all.
No.
You see old clips of Jeannie. Of course, she looks older as well, but she doesn't look all that different. Not really. Where Tristan, he don't look like that anymore at all.
He's put on a few years on his face for sure. But he's still a distinguished, handsome man. He still has that charm that he's always had as Robert Scorpio. You wouldn't believe his relationships with Holly and his relationship with Anna and his relationship with Diane if it wasn't for Tristan Rogers. So good on him. Kudos on him. But yeah, he definitely has looked like time has passed, unlike some of his contemporaries. But it
Yes.
is what it is, whether it's genetics or just the lack of a skincare routine. We can't say. We're just happy to
Or
still see
maybe
him.
he ain't had a bunch of surgery. Maybe he's not Mr. Surgery Man.
Tristan aged gracefully. In all capital letters, says Kelly. He's handsome. And I don't
Oh, I
think
think so
anybody's
too.
saying that. I don't think anybody's saying the opposite of that. We're just saying
No,
there's a
and he,
distinct difference between 1982 and 2023.
yes, and he was at the convention last year, and we saw him up close and personal. Spoke to him.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful gentleman.
Yeah, yeah. It's him.
And he looked good.
He scribble signed my thing there.
And he looked good.
Yeah.
And he was there with his wife, and he had dinner in the regular old restaurant right there, so fans were able to see him.
Just hanging out, having a
Uh,
good
uh,
time, doing
just
his
hanging out,
Tristan
having a
thing.
good time. He was
Yeah.
at the bar at one
Mm-hmm.
point too. He and his wife, and his wife, was friends with a fan on Facebook, and found out that the fan was there at the convention, and the wife said, "Let's have dinner," and
Oh,
they invited one of the convention goers
oh,
um,
that's sweet.
for dinner.
He'll be 76 in June, says Kelly. Oh, that's really
Okay.
nice. That's really
And
nice.
I remember I talked to this lady quite a bit last year, and asked her how dinner was, and she says it was wonderful, and she said it was wonderful, and she said, I purposely didn't talk about General Hospital at dinner with him.
Yeah.
I purposely did not fan out. She said, I wanted to talk about the show, but I
Well,
didn't.
who wouldn't?
No, but I didn't. And she said at the end of the dinner, she said, it's not like they tried to rush through it either. She said at the end of the dinner, he actually said, this was refreshing, and thank you. And he didn't say, thanks for not talking about the show, but
Right.
she got that just from
Yeah,
him.
Oh, well, that's sweet.
So Tristan is a proper gentleman, and I like him a lot.
Oh, that's gorgeous, though. I'm happy to hear that everybody had a good time, and you made a temporary friend. Maybe you'll see them again at this year, coming here in a month or so.
Oh gosh, Matt, it's I'm leaving uh a month from tomorrow. That's my drive day, June 8th.
How exciting! How exciting! So yeah, we're gonna be there again, and we're gonna have all kinds of wonderful memories and all kinds of cool stuff. Oh boy. But when it comes down to it, that was the convention also where I think Robert said, "Ooh, Robert and Holly might have outranked Robert and Anna in Tristan Rogers' heart, and created a Twitter fire."
I remember that. Yeah.
Herman says that he misses the meatiness of drama, like when BJ died or Stone died, Sonny and Brenda falling in love and their adventures. These were grounded in reality, and they made him feel. So I guess he's not really digging the sci-fi soupy doopy, soapy dopey story.
If you, especially if you're gonna miss part of the beats if you didn't see it, in real time. You're gonna miss part of the beats.
Yeah.
And it's happened so long ago. I mean, if you're close to Matthew's age, where you weren't thought of yet.
Yeah. So
you weren't even there.
some of this story definitely relies on nostalgia of longevity of people watching, of seeing the original. There was no purpose in that last moment on Friday of sticking in the weather machine and the formula and all of that with Curtis and Laura, if it wasn't just to give that to somebody who had seen the original story.
Right. And having Elizabeth go, it's snowing. It was 70 degrees earlier today.
Little things like that, little repeated details or something from the original story in 81, which I would have absolutely no recollection of, and it would require me to watch some really grainy YouTube clips to be able to enjoy. So I'm here for it. I was happy to see it. I always like a good little quick flashback to way back when, not last week. I don't need to see a flashback to last week, but a flashback to way back when, to something that happened to these characters, 20 years ago, that's feeding into what's happening today. I'm all for that. That's fun. Matthew wasn't even close to being a glint in my mama's eye. My brother was barely a glint in my mama's eye in 81.
No, yeah, his brother was born at the end of 1982.
Yeah.
Your brother yesterday is doing well.
Yeah, I saw a video clip of something. I think the little girls or something. You were talking about Jeanette doing hair. Anyway, oh goodness gracious. Daisy wants to know about the Christina recast, and again, I'm going to tease for later because it's fun to torture and tease. Okay, it's not torturous. What it is, it's good marketing. It's keeping you guys engaged, so you continue to listen. What's up?
So, what did you think of Helena? Oh gosh. Well, was Helena?
She hasn't aged in a decade, has she? That woman's like 95, isn't she?
No, it's crazy. I actually looked it up. I thought she was like 95 years old, but she's not. She's just, on the door of it, though. Okay. She is a senior citizen.
Well, how old is she? Like way upper 80s? Oh. Just ask Siri. Hey, Siri.
Siri, how old is Constance Towers?
Constance Towers is 89 years old.
Ooh, knocking on the door of 90. Okay. Yeah. So she and William Shatner could have gone to the same high school together.
Right? But I loved it. And now, oh my gosh, she came in hot as Helena. I loved all the pearls. Oh my goodness. I loved the outfit she had on. She was so Helena. Hairdo exactly the same. So Helena.
Not missing a beat of Helena, of course.
Yeah. And man, and she just tore down Valentin. She was terrible to him. Terrible. Told him what a piece of crap he was. What a piece of crap. Well, no, of course she didn't say these things, but this is what I got from her. You've always been a piece of crap. You're a piece of crap now. If you survived, you'd be a piece of crap then too. But you could have been cool.
But no, you weren't. You think I'm some sort of angel to uplift you to heaven? No. I'm going to drag you down with me, Helena.
Yeah, I wonder. So was she a hallucination, or did the devil let her out of hell for a minute?
I'm going to go with hallucination, simply because Days of Our Lives just did the whole demon devil hell story, so we can avoid that in General Hospital for now. I'm going to go definitely with hallucination. Valentin battling his inner demons before facing the light. Does he deserve, when he crosses over, to go to the happy place of light? The Elysian Fields or something. Mm-hmm. Or, because he's Greek or something, right? So we got to go with Greek mythos here. Does he go to the Elysian Fields, or does he go, down to the river Styx and into the realm of Hades? Who knows?
Yeah. And then he thought Anna was kind of hallucination too, at first.
Well, yes, until she, and then he just suddenly decided that she wasn't, and then she was in the room like a fool, sacrificing herself for love at the ripe old age of 60. What's going on here?
Right?
And sacrifice yourself for love like that?
20%. That's what she said. Maybe I'm part of the 20%.
Maybe I'm part of that. That's a risk I'm willing to take so you don't die alone. I'm here to defend you. And I love you. I've always loved you.
But she's compassionate like that. She didn't want her son to die alone either.
No.
Peter.
She
didn't want Peter to die alone either. But she wanted him to die.
Oh, goodness gracious. It is true, and it is like that. Maybe she is part of the 20%. When you get down to it, it's a romantic moment here in the big adventurous caper. Sure. Valentin's suffering and succumbing from the illness. Like, if they had a budget, can you imagine like the Hollywood epic that it could have been?
Oh, you know what they should do? They should have done, and this is not, it don't cost some money. They could have made him foam at the mouth a little bit.
Just stick some Alka-Seltzer in there.
Foamy would have been fun.
Oh no. Yes, that is what should have happened though. Frank Valentini, I know you're watching. Next time somebody gets a shot at this thing, which they will. This virus isn't going away. Somebody's gonna have stashed away a vial somewhere, right? Or pathogen. They avoided saying virus as much as possible.
Yeah. Pathogen. Pathogen.
Which I have nicknamed the 80-20 pathogen. That's my word.
Oh, I like that 80-20.
80-20 pathogen.
80-20 pathogen.
So it'll come up again.
Probably.
Oh,
Probably.
gosh. Yeah,
Especially if Spencer and the Cassidines stay on the show. Especially if Spencer
so it's
stays
activated by UV light. So basically, all somebody has to do is go back out into the sunlight and bleed a little bit, and then the virus will get activated that's in their blood. The pathogen will get activated that's in their blood, and then they'll have it. What are we gonna do? Oh no, it actually got out into Port Charles. And the only way to stop it is to freeze the city.
Oh boy.
I kind of wanted the weather machine to work though. Honestly, like deep down inside, they were doing this thing and she was putting in the thing. I'm like, I want this to not work. Right? Because wouldn't it be something? Wouldn't that be something if this carried on into like the next couple of weeks as in like Port Charles has been frozen?
Yeah. So I really do think only because they mentioned his name this week, and there is no point in mentioning his name. Frisco will be back next week.
Well, unless they mentioned his name to swap out the character to somebody else that they will bring in. Because, I don't know, because every time we bring it up, people keep on saying, well, Jack Wagner's not going to come back. Jack Wagner's just not going to do it. Jack Wagner won't. So I don't know if Jack Wagner will. A lot of the people in the chat seem to think that he won't.
I don't know either. Maybe he, I'm not saying that they're back together, but saying that maybe he and Christina Wagner right now are in a really, really good spot together because they did have to suffer a tragedy last year.
Maybe.
The two of them.
Lots of speculation in that one, but maybe.
Maybe that made them want to come back. I don't know. And it's a 60th.
They never said who the new WSB director is.
No, they didn't, did they?
I'm hoping it's Dr. David Hayward.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I mean, why not?
It's Luke Spencer.
Daisy says that the 20% is Alexis and Jocelyn. Okay. Why not? Who else? All right, so if we were clearing 80% of the cast out, oh my God, so many people, we can't do that. There's no way.
That would be a lot.
There's no way.
That is a way to, if the pathogen like escaped, but it was very confined at the same time, they could get rid of some folks.
Like we got to quarantine Charlie Street.
Something like that.
You know. Everybody pile into Charlie's. It's the only safe place left. Oh my gosh, that'd be interesting. Then people start wandering around like zombies. That's how we do it. Herman's gonna love that story. Herman, I have the story for you, sir. Okay. How about this? Victor's pathogen turns people into mindless walking zombies. Not the ones that eat people. It's not like they need to, not like Walking Dead. But they're just not in control of their own capacities until we can find the cure.
Like Idiocracy? Everybody's just an idiot?
Sure. Just wandering aimlessly around. And then like cough on people. It's what it is social commentary. Is what it is.
Yeah. So
inexpensive social commentary.
So what else did you think about some of the characters on the island? I loved Obret.
Okay, so I wrote it down here. Liesel in her shoot him sequence from Friday.
I know.
Okay, shoot him.
Yeah, shoot him.
Oh, you might hit Liesel. I take the risk. Shoot him. Oh, but what about Willow? I will tell you how to harvest the marrow from my dying corpse. Just shoot him. Oh gosh.
Wasn't it good?
And this is why I walk with the Hollywood writers, folks, because those words wouldn't exist without them. We know, because Kathleen Gaddy was here. She said, when we asked, hey, what is, what isn't, all that kind of stuff, she said 100% of what Obrecht is comes from the writers.
Yep.
She is given the German phrasings and the words and the phrases and all that stuff that she does. She doesn't come up with it. She isn't given the script and they're like, hey, Kathleen, turn this into Obrecht's speech. No, that's all given to her.
Yes.
So.
Yes. But, of course, they've written the words, but Kathleen, it did create Obrecht.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yes. Okay. Actually, to my surprise, Herman is for the Walking Dead GH storyline. Okay. All right. And then Chandra posits that if Nina were to get this mind-controlling Victor disease, it would just turn her into a normal person. Now, that's not very nice, Chandra.
And so true. And just when I thought that Nina had some redeeming qualities, she went and gave it a big old stinker again, didn't she?
I can't. At this point, Nina is not a sympathetic character. It's not somebody that you can really be supporting anymore. I gave her as long as I could. But at this point now, to not be like, oh, Sonny, I made a huge mistake. In a fit of fury, I called Martin and told the SEC. Like, the time for that is long gone now.
Yeah, and tried to run off and go to the island?
Yeah. Kathleen's going to be on Zoom May 21st, and Kelly's going to do it. She's going to be there. Kelly likes to do these Zooms.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I saw, I'm not going to go, but I saw Sacramento, where, the comedy club that a lot of other actors go to. There's going to be Finola and JPS.
Oh, that's really cool. All right. I think I wish that...
I'm saving all my dollars. I'm saving all my dollars for Tennessee.
Yes.
So even this, you guys, and this will give you just how much, give you an idea of how much I want to stink and go. Okay. Donny Osmond is going to be performing on my birthday 15 miles from my house in Modesto, and I'm not going to go. That says a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Because I want to save my dollars and go to Tennessee.
Holy smokes, you want to do this super bad.
I do.
Poor Charles VIP package. Oh my God. The Metro poor pool party VIP. $1,000?
See, babe, I don't know how much it cost. I haven't found anything of what it cost. I don't even know.
$450 seems to be the minimum.
I'm not surprised.
But it comes with so much, though. This is an action-packed weekend. I'm so sorry. I totally got derailed by this.
Yeah, we need to talk about that stuff a little bit later.
We're probably off the air a little bit to get the details hammered out before I just, suck up a valuable airtime.
Yes.
Okay, Herman though. Just to round out Herman here. Oh, hey, Angela. We all hate Nina, but Cynthia's facial expressions are giving me nothing but I'm not sure what you're trying to say there. But she's so good. He just needs them to write better for her.
Nina is the same all the time.
Yeah.
She plants a big old stinker.
What happened? What?
And then she has a guilt-ridden, remorseful face after the fact. Yeah, she's good at that. Yeah. She's a good actress.
Yeah.
But
Nina the character,
she deserves everybody to walk away from her butt.
Well, we've definitely gotten to the point now where Nina, anything that happens to, around, and because of Nina, is just warped in her brain, and Ava doesn't help with this at all. As being somebody's doing something to you. Mm-hmm. Anytime that, like, Nina can't keep the spiciness out of her mouth, which then turns into an argument every single time. Angela spent a lot of time on Twitter this week, giving some really good examples of how Carly has never really been the aggressor in this story. About how she's never really done anything to Nina. And things have happened because of her choices to Nina. Mm-hmm. But Carly never did anything with Nina as the target in mind. I'm going to not tell Willow because Willow said she doesn't want to know. Not because I don't want Nina to know. Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of a difference there.
Yeah. Well, I was liking Nina a little bit better, say, a month ago.
Yeah.
And after the shenanigans she did this week, nope. I don't think I'm ever going to like Nina. It'd be pretty hard going forward.
Ooh, Angela.
I don't think Sonny's going to walk away from her butt. I do.
This is going to be the relationship ender. There's no doubt in my mind.
When he finds out and he starts thinking about it, and he thinks about how the fact that she tried to grab him by the crotch and run him to the islands, right?
Yeah.
She tried to do that.
Yeah.
Trying to skedaddle out of there because go, oh, it's about to heat up. I need to get out of here.
If you don't like Nina now, if you do not like Nina now, just imagine how she's going to be when this relationship with Sonny ends and she feels like it wasn't her fault. I can't believe Carly did this to me.
Oh, you imagine that, and you imagine how bad everybody it's going to feel, and they should apologize to stuffy old butt. Ned.
Well,
But Carly kind of hit it on the head though when she was talking to Jocelyn, saying that this is not like this is not. Ned will do a lot of things, but the timing of this does not feel right. Basically, what she said. She's surprised that Ned would do this now.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's not Ned.
Right.
It won't be long before they figure out that it's Nina. Angela thinks that Sona's going to survive, so I guess time will tell. I mean, Angela's pretty. Angela watches a lot of soap operas, so I'm gonna rely on her instincts a little bit. Apparently Eden and Evan will be in New York in September. So hey, it is the golden age of General Hospital actor interview on stage Q&As. Like it really seems to be, moving forward with a lot of steam recently. A lot of it's been going out there. When it first started, it was just Steve Burton and Bradford. And then Maurice did one when his book came out.
Yep.
And now we've actually got promoters who are now booking this stuff and getting actors involved and doing their own little Zoom things. And it makes me so jealous because I wish that I had the entrepreneurial spirit and connections to be able to do it myself before somebody else did.
Right? I know.
It always comes down to money and connection, folks. Like, you could do anything if you had enough money and knew the right people.
Pretty much. And not just in showbiz. And what makes it hard, even though I love the idea that people can go and, experience this and go see folks. I love that. Like it used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
When they'd have these big things, right?
Oh, yeah, like Super Soap Weekend.
Yeah. I'm glad that people are able to go see that stuff and their Zooms and stuff like that. But boy, it sure makes it hard for anybody to come on the 10th floor.
It sure does.
Doesn't it?
We don't have anything to offer but you guys. But however, actors do like to make appearances. They do like to talk about the projects they're on. They like to talk about the characters they play. Believe it or not, these actors enjoy their time on the show and they actually like what they're doing. There's a lot of speculation out there when it comes to like the fans out there that are always looking for your next conspiracy theory, your next backstage conspiracy. Here's a cool transition into the casting news, folks. You're welcome. Always some sort of backstage conspiracy theory about an actor not liking their partner, like, ooh, Dominic Zampranga and Emily Ryan hated each other. That's why Em isn't on the show anymore, and they brought Dante back. All that kind of nonsense. That isn't true. We saw it at the convention with the fans. Some of the fans going up and asking like the Q&A questions to Dom, like trying to lead his answer into saying, "I miss Lulu." Because Lulu had just been blown up at that point, had just left the show, and he had started to settle down with Sam a little bit. It was like the beginning of the Sam relationship.
Yeah, it was the very
beginning. People's questions were like, don't you miss working with Em? Do you think Dante and Lulu are one of those forever couples that, it's just a matter of time, it's just trying their best to get Dominic Zampranga to say, I hate working with Kelly Monaco. I miss Em Ryland so much. Bring her back, please.
No, and he wasn't going to say nothing.
And he wasn't going to say that. He only had complimentary things to say.
Funny about him? He's funny, actually.
He's super funny.
He's
and
funny.
Also a potty
and
mouth.
got a big old potty mouth.
And a huge potty mouth.
That was funny, too.
Yeah. Actually, I remember tweeting about how Dom Zampranga was full of F-bombs, and I think Kelly replied to that tweet many moons ago saying, well, he's a hot Canadian, as like justification. So I could be wrong. It might not have been Kelly, but if it was, it's you now.
But you remember that.
But I remember somebody. Anyway, but Dom Zampranga, he only had positive things to say. I'm enjoying the new direction. I'm happy to have a new scene partner. It's good to do different things. I like the content that I get. All of that stuff that, of course, they're going to say.
Yes.
Including people like Lexi Ainsworth.
Yeah.
Who was recently, I don't know what word to use, dismissed from the cast of General Hospital.
It sounds to me like perhaps it was contract time for her, or negotiating time, for scenes, or for days or whatever, and they didn't offer her anything.
So I'm not sure. I don't know any of the details. Angela might have some more details that have become public that she might be able to help fill in the blanks here as our official on-site reporter of the 10th floor.
Yeah, but I understand that we've seen her for the last time already.
Yeah. So she's not already. This announcement has come after, I think, we've already shot scenes with the new person, or they had just joined or just walked onto the set for the first time. Like this is pretty old news that is now becoming public knowledge. Shafted is the word, says Herman. Kelly says she left on her own. See, we don't know what's happening here. When it comes to previous departures.
Well,
what's up?
I guess I didn't think of her leaving on her own. That just didn't really cross my mind.
It didn't cross.
I'm happy to hear it.
So again, the jury is still out as to what the truth of the matter really is. We've got a lot of positive facing media spin, a lot of, and then Lexi Ainsworth herself put up an Instagram video where she explained, where she barely explained the situation. No details, as always. Adam Huss didn't have details. Nobody has details when they make some sort of official statement, because either one, you can't, you might be under some NDA, I don't know. Number two, you don't want to burn that bridge by talking a bunch of trash.
Right.
You know, you want to keep your opportunities open. And the best way to close an opportunity is to go on the internet and say, Frank Valentin, he's a horrible man that screwed me over because he likes this young, hot actress better than me. You know, that's it's just not the choice to make if you want to continue to work, right? Kelly, Lexi did an interview about her exit, said Kelly. Okay, so maybe there's some more information out there that I haven't seen yet. So provide it to me now so I can read it on the air and we can sound like experts. But and
then everybody else know where to go and see it too.
Yeah. But I did see her Instagram post, and she was, you know, hey, you know, this mutually beneficial decision. We came to it together. This frees me for opportunities to do other things. She was very positive about it, but she didn't ever clearly, explicitly say they made me an offer that I refused or something like that, you know?
Right.
And I want to say, I assume that that's the case. I want to say that they're like, hey, Lexi, we want to sign you, but we need you to stick around for a year. We're doing a whole pregnancy story, all 9 months and the aftermath. And we need you for that entire story. We need you to stay local in Los Angeles to shoot for 3 weeks, 2 weeks off for 12 calendar months. And she's a globetrotter, a jet setter. Somebody who has enjoyed the freedom that she has had off of the show. And it's entirely possible that she said, you know, that just doesn't work for me.
I'd be surprised by that. But
we don't know her.
Because it sounds like such a cool opportunity.
Yeah. Well, unless she's just not interested in doing that. Maybe her, I mean, speculation. Maybe is the words that's coming out of my mouth. And I'm not
familiar, of course, because, you know, we don't watch the other soaps.
Right.
So, well, I watch Young and the Restless, spotty, very spotty. But I know that the person that's been hired, I don't even remember her name, that's been hired to replace her and be the new Christina, it has quite a character on another show.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So that's also Lexi Ainsworth's dismissal, replacement. Thank you very much for the years. We're moving on with somebody else. Whatever it is, what phrasing you want to use. Firing. Lexi Ainsworth's departure from the cast of General Hospital is controversial, as is her replacement, because this person has garnered a reputation of not sticking around.
Oh,
so this is kind of somebody that walks around with the same. You know how we make fun of Rebecca Booting?
Yeah.
For coming in and out and sticking around for a year and then disappearing. Like she did it as Greenlee, she's done it as Hayden. Like she just doesn't stick around for long-term things. Right. So so she has a bit of that reputation from Days, where she just comes in and goes, and just isn't very committed to sticking around for a long time. And people are like, well, why are we replacing somebody that we love with somebody that we don't trust? And, you know, all this kind of argument. But I guess it all comes down to the deal, the details of the deal, and also how long the deal is as well. Because Heather Weber was on contract and she was only on the show for like 3 months.
Well, I want her to win the Emmy. She's nominated.
Kate Mansi is the actress, says Herman.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys, I guess I should look her up and like watch a scene or two, to get to feel for her even see what she looks like.
Maybe
I don't know. So when's her first air date?
Oh, I don't know. Angela, do you
Probably
know what the
later
first
this
air
month.
date is?
Later this month, I imagine.
Yeah, I think that it's coming soon. And you know, clearly we're doing the pregnancy story. You know, 100%. We're not doing all of this stuff with Molly and
It's coming.
yeah, we're not doing all this stuff with Molly and TJ right now for us to get a love triangle going between Dex and Jocelyn and Christina. That's just not what's happening.
Hey, this is what I hope, though. I hope they're done changing out the Davis sisters. Leave the other two alone.
Well, okay? I think Kelly Monaco's safe. I think she's gonna work for the show for as long as she wants to. And I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what happens with Molly.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I don't know, because we don't know the details. We have no idea what's happening. We have no idea what conversations were had.
No.
I am of the mind that it just didn't work out. They wanted her for longer than she was willing to do. That's my hopeful heart saying
that would be the most positive reason.
Yeah, and not somebody, you know, some executive producer with a media degree sitting down and saying, "Hey, this is the ticket for a quick bump in ratings. Mm-hmm. Let's try to get those Days fans over here by replacing Christina." I hope that's not the case.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Kate is already taping, says Kelly. First air date should be the week of May 22nd, so end of the month, says Angela.
Okay.
So yeah, I watched Kate on Days. Jeannie says I watched Kate on Days, but I like to see the one that replaced her. I want to see how well she does. So Jeannie's got positive feelings about the casting replacement. So.
Oh, good.
Kelly says that she gives every recast a huge chance. I'm going to give it a chance too. Okay.
Me too.
I'm going to give it a chance too. Now, is it unfortunate that we couldn't, you know, find some new person for this character, this actor to play? I guess. I don't know. I guess it all comes down to the details of the deal. Because I still want to see Lindsay Hartley come back to GH in some way.
Oh, that would be cool. I thought she was really good.
Yeah, she was a great temporary Sam
for a little bit.
She was an amazing temporary Sam. I want to see it again.
Oh, I thought she was so good. She was a great temporary Sam. Yes, she was. Just seemed like she was meant to be there.
Yeah.
Didn't play Sam exactly the same, but I just liked her. She just seemed she just seemed so easy with it, didn't she?
She did. You know, and that just goes to show the quality of a performance that a veteran soap actor can bring. You know, you can have no experience with the material or the specific material in front of you, but know how to play soap well enough, like Lindsay Hartley does, that you could just slip yourself into whatever emotional turmoil there might be and the challenges that this character is facing for these couple of days that you're on set. And that's a skill, and that's one that should be rewarded. And I want Lindsay Hartley to win Emmys. If she hasn't won one already, I want her to win another one. And also, if you know Lindsay Hartley personally, have her email us so we can have her come on the show and talk about being on the end of All My Children. Talking about being with Dr. David Hayward and just having a trajectory of a character completely changed because we're moving into Endgame. Because she was solidly with Tad when it all started. And then they got their walking papers, their cancellation papers, and then suddenly Dixie was back, and here goes Maya flapping in the wind. I think that's what her name was, right? Maya?
Mia or Maya?
Mia Castillo. Maya Castillo, something like that.
Mm-hmm. I do, yeah. I remember that.
Kelly says, "Bless you" from You Sneezed.
Oh, thank you.
When they recast Christina years ago, they wanted somebody more sexy, says Herman. But I don't think that we, the audience, care much for Mafia Princess Christina. Does anybody remember her? I like the idea of Mafia Princess Christina. So this whole philanthropist, oh, my dad has opened up a charity in my name that I'm going to run, is lame. I don't want that.
And it would be funny. Wouldn't it be funny if Christina was like running some kind of like little mafia thing on doing like her dad right under his nose and he don't even know it.
So that's
she winds up being like a fifth family or something. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be good. Like if we're having Christina run a charity, I want her to like have the charity be the front of some sort of operation that she's running, because Dad wouldn't let me into his operation, so I just started my own. I think that would be good. We are missing, in my opinion, Herman, Sonny having a criminal child. so much amazing story is missing from that. And if you were to ask
I
Angela, she'd probably say that Maurice Bernard has blocked such story from happening because there can only be one criminal mastermind at Port Charles, and that's Sonny Corinthos. So, wherever the truth lies behind the scenes.
I really do think that, and that's I think it'd be really good because that's just that's a beat that had not been done for Sonny.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it would be fun. But we haven't gotten there. Maybe we never will get there.
Even if it were like a mystery child and not be one of them that he currently has. Even that.
Yet another.
I mean, that's Dante was brought in that way, but not as a criminal, but as a cop trying to.
How many kids do we have that I don't know about? How many more are out there, Nina? I have to find all of my children. I gotta go to Pine Valley for it.
All my children. I saw Lucci on daytime TV this week. She did a couple of talk shows.
Well, that's cool. I wonder what she's doing. Estee says you have a great thought, Ma. So good job on that. High five.
High five.
Angela says Mo is special. Sonny does not need a 10th spawn.
No.
Yeah. So if they, I hear this every once in a while that Maurice Bernard has some sway backstage and he kind of gets his way a little bit, this, that, and the other thing, yada yada yada. I've never been there to see it myself, but who knows what the element of truth is there. But if that is the case, and the day that Maurice Bernard decides that he's done with General Hospital and leaves the show, does everything change? I don't know. It's kind of an interesting thought. If there literally is somebody on this show that is potentially holding back some of these more interesting story elements in order to protect his legacy, so to speak, it would be fascinating to see what they try to do without that blocking influence.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not saying that's what's going on, though.
Yeah. Of course not. You just spinning it like we always do. Just talk.
That's what we do here on the 10th floor. There's no facts here. We just talk.
No. Nothing. I would hope that anybody on the cast wouldn't be that selfish.
Yeah. I would hope so too.
Basically is what I think.
Sonny being in Nixon Falls shows we don't need him. It's true. You know what I want to talk about, Mom? You know what I want to talk about?
What's that?
I want to talk about Young Love. All right. But not the Young Love on the boat. Which was really good. Sorry to Daisy, but Sabrina was excellent this week.
I thought
the whole vase on the back of the head, the whole, less than 2 minutes.
Yes.
Like, oh my God.
It was so soapy good.
And then
soapy good adventure, Young Love. I loved it.
The chemistry between these two actors too, the genuineness, the connection that you feel, it's not like, Twitter goes 10 times above and beyond the Call of Duty when it comes to Sabrina fandom. Being like, I can't wait for them to rip each other's clothes off and get down into the business. I'm definitely not there. I'm 100% not there. But there is a level of genuineness that these two actors are able to bring out when they have a scene together. You believe their friendship and their connection, and I was here for it all week long. I thought it was so natural and so good.
Yeah.
So kudos to them.
It. Yes. Yes.
But back in Port Charles, we do have some more young love since Cameron scampered off. And that is anytime Dex and Jocelyn find themselves in a room together, Jocelyn just can't help herself from taking her hair down immediately and just jumping them bones. Like, oh, Dex, you're here. Great. Let's get this out of the way. And then we can watch Netflix and talk,
It's so funny this week. Jocelyn, she had that sweater on, kind of open weave kind of sweater, and had purposely had some distressing going on all over it.
Yeah.
Grandma goes, well, I guess that sweater's on its last leg, huh?
It's her bone and sweater. It's what she always wears. It's like, oh, this Dex loves it when I wear this one. Oh goodness, I don't know. I just thought it was funny that then he walks in and she's just like, "Help me take my hair down." I don't know. It just stuck out to me. It was funny. It was funny. It was funny. As it should be with kids their age, says Angela. And it's true. And it's true. And it's true. You know, they're young. Well, I mean, Jocelyn's significantly younger than Dex. So, you know, there's that.
Oh, I would say between the two characters, this is what it feels like to me anyway. They haven't said. But what it feels like to me is they're somewhere between 5 to 7 years apart in age.
Yeah, I would say that Jocelyn's like 19, 20 or something like that right now at this point. And then Dex is probably 23, 24. Mm-hmm. It's fine. It's fine. There's no controversy here at all.
I don't think so.
You know, but they bone a lot. And then Angela's
they sure do.
That's how it should be with kids their age, I guess.
Well, when it comes to, you know, a young relationship and how old they are, yes, it's pretty, you know, you can't say that it's not true to life. It pretty much is. Yeah. When you're young like that, absolutely.
I'm sure that I have dated a person or two where it's like, all right, I'm here. Let's get this out of the way so we can go and have fun. Definitely. We've all been there, right? Joss is 19. See, when it comes to soap characters' ages, they're whatever they need to be for the moment. You can see somebody's tombstone. It will shift from being born in 1972 to 1985, depending on what age they decide the character is for the particular story at play. So, they're less than 5 years apart, in my opinion. And that's, says Angela, that's the beauty of not giving somebody a specific age. And I think that's important, too, for something like all kinds of different shows. For example, I always thought this on the show Smallville, which was about Superman as a teenager. Okay, the actor who played Superman in that show, his name is Tom Welling, and he was clearly 26. And they're like, ooh, freshman in high school year. And they never said, I'm 14, but he was a freshman in high school. And you're 14, 15 when you're freshman in high school. And this person was clearly beyond that age. It's so obviously not that age that I came to the opinion that it's just much better to not say anything. Just have him be an ambiguous high school age for 4 years, and it was just 4 seasons of them as a senior. You know?
Yeah.
That's all.
I think I like it. I think I like it because we've all decided how far apart they are for ourselves.
Yeah. You know, you can make it up. You could either be into it or disgusted by it. Christina is not smart enough to take over Jack's holdings. I don't even know what that means, Daisy. Take over Jax's holdings. Wouldn't Jocelyn be more... Wouldn't she receive Jax's stuff in the event of Jax's death? Not Christina, right? I'm very confused.
So, yes. Yeah, Jocelyn. Unless she bought them somehow while he's not dead. Just off camera. I don't know. I mean, what did Sonny buy? What was Sonny offering her in those places, and who owns them currently?
Well, I mean, Jax is still alive, so Jax still has Jax's stuff. And then I don't know. Brando's stuff went to beautiful Sasha.
Well, I hope one of those listings that he showed her is not Shiloh's place. Damn, that'd be terrible.
That'd be pretty insensitive. I don't think Sonny would do that.
Well, yeah, no, probably not.
Jeannie watched Smallville because of John Schneider. Met him many times in the 80s as in his country concerts. And he was also in Dukes of Hazzard, right? Yeah, John Schneider. Now he's one of those crazy MAGA Republicans that makes movies about, you know, being in favor of holding assault rifles and stuff. Oh, John Schneider. Oh, boy. Was he ever on soap, John Schneider? Was he on like a Young in the Days of Another World Turns type of thing?
I think he was on a network that we don't watch. I think he was.
Probably like a CBS, NBC. I feel like he would have been like an NBC soap guy.
And he is co-chair or co-owner of the Miracle Network with Marie Osmond.
Oh, so was Marie Osmond also a crazy gun-toting Republican?
No, I don't think so. I don't know what she is in politics. I don't know.
Christina doesn't have the mental ability to take over. Daisy hates some characters on this show, Ma. Just hates them with a fiery passion.
Okay, Daisy, I would like to know, name your, I want to know who your favorite is. Who's your favorite?
Ooh, yeah, Daisy. Who do you love to watch?
Yeah, who you love to watch?
Oh, he was on Loving, says Jeannie.
Okay.
Yeah. He was on the
I
Have and
didn't really
Have-Nots on
watch Lovey.
OWN. Okay.
I didn't really watch Lovey.
The facial
No, it was
expressions of
ABC
Baby
Films. I
Ace is
still didn't
better
watch it.
than some of the scenes. Oh my goodness, Kelly's saying that Baby Ace is one of the most best actors. They've been doing a great job with baby acting, though. Especially like since Bailey. Oh gosh, bring Bailey back.
Gosh, she's so cute.
What happened to that baby?
Well, she's out. She never gets to leave the apartment, it seems.
I know, just always in Maxie's house. I mean, with Felicia so busy and Mac being the chief of detectives, who is taking care of that baby?
Yeah.
Huh.
Who is taking care of that baby? And what the hell is Esme doing right now?
Oh, waiting for Ace to come back so she can be very thankful and happy.
I guess, huh?
We just didn't have room for any character that wasn't directly contributing or related to the characters that were involved in the cancer story or the Greenland story. Just wasn't featured. We had no Cody. We had, I can't even remember seeing Sam or Dante. What did Alexis do? Nothing. Chase got his badge back, I guess.
Yeah.
People just haven't been featured.
Right. It was Island-esque this week.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I thought Jeannie Francis did a great job. And you know what? That storyline, since you played them both so centrically,
Yeah.
She's got to feel like this is the most hokiest crap. But she's selling it.
Oh, yes. Nanny Fine is watching Wheezy Face on. Thank you very much, Chandra. The nanny. I'm watching the baby. Let's see. Did Daisy answer the question? Jax is still alive and a billionaire. Coach Christina. Nope. Daisy didn't answer which one her favorite character is. Not yet.
Well,
not yet.
Think about it.
Oh, goodness. That's funny. Georgie is in charge of her siblings. Okay, there we go. Georgie's old enough, right? She's like 12.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Well, maybe Spinelli's hanging out with the kids. I forgot about Spinelli.
Yeah, I bet you that's it.
Yeah,
that's what makes
Georgie
sense.
Spinelli. Oh man, what a character they're sitting on. That character is going to be really interesting and compelling once the character gets old enough. Because she'll be able to be like, sensual but weird. You know how Spinelli's just awkward weird. And then you kind of like have to like that charm, or you fall for it after a decade like Maxie did. But when it comes down to it, Georgie has the potential to be like a beautiful, super scientific genius. Some sort of mechanical engineer that creates some sort of nanobot to digitally restore somebody's amnesia. Something that could happen in 10 years' time. I pray the show makes it that long to make such poor choices.
Well, I'm looking forward to, when the island stuff is over, I'm looking forward to something with Tracy, because I just love her on screen because she's just always so funny.
Oh, the ELQ stuff is probably going to explode big time and become really big centric stuff. The SEC, ELQ. Ned was saying that ELQ was suffering in some way because of Ned's adventurous capers and not stepping away from being the CEO beforehand. It looks like you committed fraud. So I think we're going to get a lot of like businessy stuff. We also have that stuff, where they've been hinting in some publications about some stuff going on with Kevin coming soon.
I like that.
So, we got story coming.
The past.
We get the Pikeman deal has gone through. Sunny has made a lot of money, but they're moving tiny plastic explosives.
Right.
Big boom in a small package.
Yes.
And that's a problem. It's a problem. And then they flash back to an important conversation as well, where they were saying either somebody's moving something that's incredibly dangerous and nobody wants to know, or they're going to make a bunch of money off of it and they don't want anybody to know, or both. So
in the both it is.
And there has to be some sort of plan for this. It's this thing called Chekhov's gun. Have you ever heard of Chekhov's gun?
No.
Okay, it's a I don't know, I guess a writing tool. I don't know exactly what to call it. But basically, if you introduce something like a gun in the first act of a play, you have to use it by the time the play is over. Otherwise, why did you put it there?
Okay.
Like The Odd Couple. You know that play, The Odd Couple. I was in it. Like
You
if they had
guys
put a
are-
gun in the first act, you know, say the police friend had accidentally left his firearm, and there was a scene centered around the fact, oh shoot, Stanley left his gun here. Let me go put it in the drawer, and then that gun never came up again for the rest of the play. It would be awkward as heck. Unless at the end, when Oscar and Felix are arguing with each other, Oscar pulls out that gun and is like, "Get out of here! Get out of here!" You know, like
Yeah.
that's the theory of Chekhov's gun. You don't put something like that into the story unless you plan on using it.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
so where's this explosives going, and who's going to get hurt by them?
Yeah.
Who are they moving it for? Because Pikeman is just moving it,
Right.
selling it, moving it, getting
There's
it to the
layers
destination.
that they don't know about.
Not yet.
And you know, I don't remember who said it, but it's true. Sonny does not need the money.
No.
Why is he doing this, you know, terrible deals?
Because it was going to happen anyway.
Glorious stuff.
Because Valentin pretty much put it like, if you don't help them, they're just going to do it. So you can make some money off of it, or they could try to eliminate you so they can do it. Make your pick.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But still, I don't know.
And then,
Seems like they all should have been able to figure something out.
You know, at that point too, somebody has already taken a shot at Sonny, and Sonny's like, "You did that," and then like the guy was like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
You know, some dude, somebody that doesn't like us. Get over it, man. You know, like
Rick hadn't been able to figure it out.
Yeah, there's some stuff happening. Plus, on top of that too, Michael's gonna have to decide: am I gonna give the tape? Am I not gonna give the tape? Dex is gonna be like, "Oh no, something's happening. Do I continue to lie, or do I find this opportunity to get out now?" You know, any number of things. Jocelyn still hasn't been shot yet, and that's gonna happen.
Probably.
You know?
I don't think Michael's going to turn over the evidence. I don't think he's going to, because you know what? Willow's dying wish for everybody has been.
Why can't we be friends? Why can't
Just
we be
quit
friends?
fighting y'all and be a family and shut up.
I have cancer because you don't get along. I want you all to know that. You know Ghostbusters 2, when all that negativity turned into green slime underneath the city? Your negativity toward each other gave me leukemia.
Yeah.
Hey, Tomlin family. Hi. Hey, Max. You there? Hey, Max. What's going on, Max? How you doing, buddy? Fist bump. Oh, goodness. I have watched the... he was on the soap Have or Have Nots. I guess we're continuing to talk about John Schneider. Michael won't turn him in, says Lee, because of Willow's wishes. Either.
I think that you know, he intended to...
If I do this, I can never. It's just Sonny and I can never.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
that was mean. I'm sorry, Chad.
Either.
That's not how you sound.
I don't think he will either, and I don't think he even necessarily wants to at this point. Not super. Doesn't really want to. And I think when this whole thing with Nina comes out,
yeah.
And he does it. I don't think he's going to side with Nina on this stuff. I don't think he's going to excuse it. I think it's going to be the beginning of the end, and that'll be, and then that will, you know, make a difference for sure. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think it will. What do you mean James and Candace are all on right now? This is our time. We specifically picked 11 to 2 to not be in contest with James and Candace. My goodness. Well, hey, James. Hey, Candace. Hope you're having a good time broadcasting your own shows right now. No wonder our numbers are so low. You're stealing our audience. I'm kidding.
Well, they can come back and watch us.
Well, they're good. And I'm kidding. We don't have any fewer people than normal. Oh, goodness gracious. No, so James Lett Jr., his birthday, I think it was this week or is coming soon or just recently passed or something like that. He's a tourist like me. Yeah. And he was supposed to be on vacation in Kansas, seeing his family and stuff, but something happened, some circumstance prevented that trip from happening, and so he decided to hop on YouTube today and just talk about life and talk about soaps and just
he has
have some community and catharsis.
And I'm sure James has time because his time was saved for something that he was supposed to be doing.
Right. So he's on right now, I guess, still. And so, you know, go. We're one big happy community of General Hospital commentary. So wherever you decide to rest your head is totally okay with us, so long as you come over here and take a nap on the 10th floor with us. as well.
There you go.
Once you're done at some point. I don't think a Carson reunion is anywhere in the foreseeable future, and that's Carly and Sonny, and I think that's true. I think we're still several years away from that. Even if Sonny and Nina don't last from this, which they probably will, there could be bump in the road, there could be some arguments, there could be a couple of months of turmoil in which Sonny's like, "No, what, I do love you, Nina," because you need that kind of stuff to establish the strength of a relationship. Sonny and Carly have had years and years and years and years and years of, but I love you anyway, to establish how strong they are.
I think that even though Drew and Carly are going to be in some hot water, they're going to be in hot water, right?
Yes. We were just talking about James Lott Jr., and here he is.
Hi, James.
Hey.
So Carly and Drew are going to come out of this stronger, even though they're in hot water.
Yeah, they're going to bond from the tension and turmoil.
Yes. And I was happy with Cameron Matheson's performance this week. He's not all, it's a different side.
Yes,
I like it.
Yeah, he's still goofy as hell though, Mom. We can't ignore.
Sure.
We can't ignore some of the facial expressions that we get.
And he's not okay. He's a badass. I thought he was a badass. He's not a Curtis Ashford kind of badass. No. But he was a badass.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. He's there to throw some fists, to be there. Drew was there. We cannot say that Drew Kane was not in Greenland because he was there. He was there.
He sure was there.
And he threw some punches. Okay. He didn't get hypnotized. He was able to hear Victor say things like, "Well, now you're useless to me. I needed you to help me find this island, and I found it on my own because I'm a badass. Better ass than you."
And did you catch that line where Uncle Victor says to his goon, to shoot the English bitch?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And then and you know what really got me when it came to the end of that whole thing, Friday, the big epic conclusion, the big battle, the big guns and all that kind of stuff. It all came down to Holly making fun of the fact that Victor doesn't have a working winky.
I loved it.
It all came down to emasculating him one last time. And he throws Lisa to the ground. You bitch. And just like this weird Game of Thrones-esque moment where she's like, "I want you to know it was me," which is Game of Thrones to a T. Like, that's a very famous scene from Game of Thrones where I want Cersei to know it was me. Like, I poisoned you. I had Miss Wu break your winky. Chandra says Drew was drewing this week, so if we all get together, we can fight. We can fight as one unit, okay? And if we move together as a unit, like a team of Navy SEALs, then maybe, just maybe, we'll have enough to be able to get ahead of Victor and beat him once and for all. Oh man, Drew Kane, don't ever change. I wish you weren't Drew Kane, but I love this. Herman says it was so hokey, loved it all. Drew was shaking his head at Valentin when the phone rang in the snow. What's funny is Drew is a Navy SEAL and Steve Burton's is one on days now. Oh goodness.
That is funny.
Too good. Oh my gosh, Drew Kane. Oh man. I guess Cameron Matheson's having a great time. Yeah. Would it be too much of a jokey joke question if during the Cameron Matheson panel at the upcoming convention, my question simply is, we really can't tell through your performance, but are you having fun? Because I don't think the fun really comes through when you're out there doing this. It just doesn't seem very fun for you. And I don't think he'll understand the joke. So
probably
maybe
not.
I should avoid that.
Probably, hon.
I don't want to embarrass anybody or hurt anybody's feelings. I confused Ken Schreiner with my question, so I'd like to avoid that again.
Oh, Ken Schreiner this week too. He's passed out for a good long time, wasn't he?
He sure was. Matt got Drew.
Got his all disheveled and.
Oh yeah, just all disheveled. He got chloroformed by
Yes, he
Holly,
did.
and he wakes up
And
and
what
the
if
first thing he says is, "Oh, too many. What was it? They were martinis."
Yeah, and who I guess someone said, I don't remember, it's probably Robert. How long does chloroform last?
just out cold, and then Scotty. Scotty's the reason why. Scotty is the reason why Spencer's dead. You know, Scotty killed Spencer. It's almost if he pulled the trigger himself.
Really?
Oh goodness, I have these little hearts showing up in the little chat, and I don't know where those are coming from. So whoever's sending little hearts, thank you. I don't know why that's happening, but I love it. I do. Scotty was enjoying the nap, snoring Three Stooges down. Well,
He was.
Ken Trainer likes to have a good time. Ken
He
Trainer
does.
likes to have a good laugh. Likes to go for the comedy, and I'm here for it too. I like it.
I love the Scotty stuff.
I like it. Spencer and Victor are both alive. That nanny is dead. Oh, the nanny.
Well, they are going to find a body.
Yeah. There's those hearts again. How interesting. Oh my gosh.
Maybe that was
little
something
party
that we
things. I
couldn't
don't know
see
what you people
before.
are doing, but keep it up. Especially if this is going to somehow translate into money. Do I get a cent for every little heart that's sent? Matt now with rumors. I love to start rumors. If I'm not making up wild posits and crazy speculative reasons for things, what are we doing here?
Exactly. And we've always said, yeah, we're going to talk about the story some, and we enjoy that. We don't know nothing. And we're going to speculate more than anything. Even though we don't even want to know what's going to happen.
Wouldn't it be crazy though if we did say something wild and dumb and then Soap Opera Digest prints, this is fact. I'm like, oh God, no, it's not, folks. Please don't take anything we say here on the 10th floor as true. This is just a mother and son watching a week of soaps and then talking about it for everybody to enjoy. That's all we do.
That's
the nanny is not fine.
No.
Yeah, I don't know what these hearts are, JLJ. They're just hearts. They're just little hearts. I appreciate them though.
Oh, yeah, Trina Cole cocked her, didn't he?
Oh,
Trina Cole cocked her. Just
apparently there's a feature on the chat now where there's a little button that people can press with different emojis to send us.
Oh, and it's new.
Yeah, I don't know if it's new or what.
They hadn't seen it before.
Well, I mean, I've never seen them use it before, so thank you very much for this fantastic new dynamic aspect of the show. I appreciate it. We really got to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark, though, so, we can do super chats and all kinds of different cool stuff. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so right now. Thank you. All right, what have we been talking about? We got Sunny, Nina, and SEC. We talked about that.
Yep.
Michael and Pikeman. I mean, they're not really directly related, but they sort of are.
Yeah.
Maybe oh gosh, I don't know. So
Michael doesn't know
so
who
Willow's got to be
is,
okay.
Right?
They're gonna. So how does this bone marrow thing work? So we can have the fantasy, sideways tangential reality that is soap operas where they stick the bone marrow in Willow, and then in a couple of days she's like, I'm fine.
I'm better.
I'm better.
I don't know how fast that's supposed to happen.
Because she's very sick.
Yes, she is.
And there's still gonna have to be some sort of recovery time, right? As the bone marrow's implanted, then it's gonna grow.
Her love for Michael and the children has given her some super marvel strength in recovery.
Oh, thanks, James Lett Jr. for reminding everybody to hit the like button too. Do that as well. Hit the like button. So I mean, are they just gonna inject the bone marrow? I guess she's gonna be okay. Because how on death's doorstep can you be for this transplant to still work?
Hey, so what did Obret say when something about you can suck the
yeah I will teach you. I will tell you how to extract the bone marrow from my dying corpse. Pull the trigger.
And then when she's on the phone and was actually talking to Willow.
Yes.
She said she would be there where they could suck her bones or something like that.
Suck the life from my bones and give it to you.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, goodness.
I loved it.
I hope the recovery doesn't take as long as it has for her to be at death's door. Ooh, Susan. Wanted her to die quicker? That's pretty much what you're saying. You wanted her to die faster.
Well,
say, Susan. My
Michael does have the death D.
She can wear makeup all the again, says Jeannie. I don't think Willow stopped wearing makeup.
Well,
what's a good twist? Melissa's had a good twist. So Pikeman will want to kill Michael. Well, if Michael does give the video up, and that does implicate Pikeman as well, and not just Sonny. That's an aspect I didn't think about, is it?
You know what? I tell you, those folks in Port Charles, they're all pretty and everything, but they're not thinkers, are they?
In Herman's reality, Willow died 3 weeks ago. Oh, Michael's death, D. Oh, she's been in stage 4 for almost a year. Is that true, Susan?
Wow.
That's a long time to be in stage 4 cancer, I think. Most people are rooting for her to die. I think a lot of the negative response to the Willow story has been the fact that she's obviously going to live the entire time.
I think so.
There's been no moment of fear in my heart that this is the end of the Willow character. And I don't know if that's, the internet's fault for being around and for me not seeing any Caitlin McMullen is leaving General Hospital casting news, or if it's just because the way that the story has been played, I just don't believe that she's in any real mortal danger.
Yeah,
but that does mean, though, that if she dies, I'd be wickedly shocked.
I would be too.
And we need that in soaps, okay?
Because if she's going to ultimately just die from all this, why weren't they telling a different story? A lot of the time. You know what I mean?
I don't know, Ma. I don't know. To be surprised. To be. I don't know. James wants her to die. Apparently Max tickles Chandra when he talks about Willow. So, go see some Max updates. GH on. I guess I don't know. You're on YouTube now, right? Did you make a transition to YouTube? I don't know. I saw a link or something. Chad made fun of how long Willow's been dying on State of Mind today.
Well, he got a point there.
She has been dying for a long time. Oh my goodness. Almost a year because she was newly pregnant and already had cancer, just undiagnosed. Oh my God, you're right. She's had cancer for the longest time. And, they made it a point to not give her chemotherapy for an extended period of time, so they didn't have to figure out any sort of bald cap situation.
Right.
I think that was desperately on purpose.
Probably.
They've been making up the story along the way. I mean, I don't know. I like to try to be more positive thinking about how things go, but James and Angela are pretty plugged into how soaps really work, so I'm just living here in a fantasy world of our own creation, of everybody, standing around the fire, singing Kumbaya and coming up with collaborative stories that they're passionate and excited about, but aren't ultimately able to play because Disney said no, not because they don't want to. That's how it works in my brain, at least. Yeah. But hey, when one day, hopefully in the near future, we'll see when this fancy audio drama called Love, Politics, Medicine hits the airwaves, starring my mother, written by me.
Yeah. That is going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah, eventually, once James is able to get his schedule together and is able to move forward with such projects, there's going to be a lot of new audio dramas headed your way on JLJ Media platform. But that's where you're going to get your hard-hitting soap action, your love, your politics, and your medicine all wrapped up into one story. So, eventually be there. And while you're waiting for that, James has all kinds of different audio dramas. I personally lent my voice to a few of them. Fairview Heights, Mistletoe Road. I think there was one more. Oh yeah, there was a spin-off of Rapid Rita, I think, that I did as well. So check all that out. Spencer is not dead, everybody, folks. We know that Spencer's not dead.
Hey, come on.
There might be a question mark for the next couple of weeks, though. So in reality, Nicolas Chavez has been doing a lot of episodes, and probably deserves. When the writing strike ends, I will resume. Oh man, it could be like a year, James. This is already written, and I'm not in the WGA. Anyway.
It's true, I didn't even think about that. Evidently, you didn't either. Okay.
He's been doing a lot of episodes, and he probably deserves a little bit of a break vacation, So maybe wait a couple of weeks. Maybe in a couple of weeks.
Maybe.
When the writer's strike ends, this is the time to take advantage of the lack of entertainment out there. once things start to dry up because nothing's been written, people are going to want these audio dramas, James. That's how I feel. Anyway, that's it for the 10th, folks. That's it. That's it for the 10th floor.
That's it for the 10th floor?
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to next week. And the last thing we saw was the horror and the light bouncing off of Laura and Trina's face as the haunted star exploded. Right? That was the last thing we saw.
Yes, that was the last thing we saw.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm just still floored by James Lott Jr.'s decision to forego. Hey, stand in solidarity with your friends. I don't have any writers friends, so that's probably a major difference.
Froggy in my throat.
Oh no. Well, pile onto the elevator, folks. Get out. Done with you.
We're still safe in the basement in the parking garage.
Everything was fine.
Well, actually, it might be a little cold down there right now.
I mean, yeah, there was a sudden snowstorm in the middle of May. But, I think it's going to be all right. I think that the snowstorm, I believe, is stopped already. Unless we can't stop it because it's already started.
I don't know, but I think Laura saved the day on that.
This is what happens, Ma. This is what happens. See, everybody's jumping off the boat right now. Everybody's getting on the elevator, and I've got more to say. So what's going to happen is they're going to have to take the pikeman explosives, and they're going to have to make them explode in the atmosphere, a la, Sharknado style, in order to stop this blizzard that was started because of the weather machine. Had begun. Happy Mother's Day, Kat. When's Mother's Day?
It's next weekend.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and you know what? Matt, I can't do the show next Sunday at 11.
Because you're doing Mother's Day stuff?
Because I'm going to be camping and I'm coming home that day.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Stay tuned to Twitter, folks. Twitter at 10th Floor GH. Give us a follow so we can give you the update. It's the next time we're going to be broadcasting the 10th floor. It's probably not going to be Sunday, at least not this time.
Maybe later on Sunday.
Maybe later. We'll figure it out. So, get on the elevator, go back down to the first floor. Head on out into the parking garage. Get into your cars. It's safe. Everybody's in Greenland. Sincerely, it's safe. And, if you trip and fall, stub your toe.
Everybody's somewhere in Greenland.
If you trip, fall, stub your toe, break your ankle, something like that, Dr. T.J. Asher will be there. Scoop you up into his gigantic arms. Carry you into the ER to be tended to.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. T.J.
Matt.
Stephanie says, have fun camping. So you do that.
Oh, I wanted to. We're leaving on Wednesday.
Okay. You're going to do super camping.
Yeah, we're leaving on Wednesday and we're going to the California Redwoods in the Santa Cruz Mountains.
Oh my God, you're gonna go for a hell of a drive then. Enjoy yourself.
It's my it's my favorite place to camp because it is so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Well, Kelly wants you to watch out for bears.
Well, we don't. You know what? I've never heard of bears up there. Bobcats and mountain lions. Yes, I've not heard of bears in there. I don't know.
Well, turn your radio to previous episodes on the 10th floor, which you can find on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. And if you can't find it on your favorite podcasting platform, you can reach out to us here on the 10th floor on Twitter at 10th floor GH. And let us know that you're having trouble, and we will point you in the right direction, or get it added to the podcasting app of your choice. The thing is, though, we're so proliferated, though, that we're there. You're just not looking hard enough. But I'll help you out. I promise.
Yep. If you need
let's see
help,
here.
help.
What else is there? Do you have an RV? They do.
Yes, we have a fifth wheel.
Yeah, fifth wheel camper. Let's see. If Mama Cat sees a bear, she has to address them like Erica Kane did. Apparently, Erica Kane went face to face with a bear, Mama. Thank you, Kelly, for the blessings. Watch out for Cocaine Bear. Well, in real life, Cocaine Bear had a bunch of cocaine and then died. So no worries on that. No worries on that one.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna go do.
I guess Victor's been exploded, so there's you just have to worry about Olivia Jerome, who snuck out of jail or something like that, lurking in the shadows. I guess that's it, Ma, right?
Yeah, that's it. I think so.
All right, well, go spend some time with your families. I've been Matt.
And I've been Kat.
And we'll catch you right here next time on the 10th floor. Bye.